Hey, folks, my guest today is Harish Kumar. He's a product design engineer who's passionate to fix poorly defined target audience profiles, notoriously low conversion rates, and a high cost of conversions for SaaS founders and marketers. He's now building Crawl Q. All right, you ready to take us to the top?
Yes, Nathan. That's great to meet you, and I'm really excited to be part of this podcast.
It's great meeting you too. So if people want to follow along, what's the URL they can go to view the company?
Just crawlq.ai, HTTPS crawlq.ai.
Okay, and who are you selling to?
We are selling to B2B companies, especially the SaaS founders who are in the tech space, and of course the agencies that are willing to migrate to SaaS. So agencies who are already in the traditional space and they wanted to move to SaaS. And we are typically dedicated to helping SaaS founders, SaaS agencies, and the main goal or main USP of the product is, as you said, in many times I have listened to your interviews. First, build audience, build distribution network, and then build your product. And this is exactly the problem we are solving with CrowdQ. And my fellow founders who are busy with building outstanding product, I really wanted to help them. I really wanted to help the agencies who are willing to help.
So Harish, just to be clear, so CrawlQ is helping anyone create content automatically, correct?
One step before that is to identify your niche audience, and that's the USP of the CrawlQ. And once you have identified your niche audience using AI insights and using AI, then we put our machine into to create content. So the content is later part, but first part is to really identify a perfect buyer persona, perfect ideal customer.
Understood. And you guys are built on top of GPT-3?
We use multiple platforms. We have our own proprietary AI layer, which is called Athena. Athena is a smart AI assistant which communicate between user and all kind of models like GPT-3 or AI-21, you name it. We have created a layer which is agnostic to the models.
Understood. And so what are customers paying on average per month to use this technology?
On average, our customer pays $250 per month. And of course, for agency package, it starts around $1,000 per month.
When did you launch the business? What year?
It was launched in 2019, and the whole 2000 half part of the 19 and 20 was pivoting and experimenting, working together with beta customers. But this year, of course, in March, we launched in a big way from AppSumo to different many platforms. So it was
how many customers are using the platform today who are monthly recurring, so not AppSumo customers?
Apart from the monthly sort of customers that are on our platform is around 350 customers.
Okay, 350 that are paying per month, and they're paying on average 250 per month, right?
Yes. But before that, we also have AppSumo customers.
Just to finish that thought out. So you're doing about $88,000 a month in revenue right now?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. Nice growth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you're doing that today, where were you exactly a year ago? Do you remember?
Well, that was really difficult to tell. When we're a year ago, almost we started from zero, nothing.
You said you launched in 2019. So what were you doing in November of 2020?
I was working with 5 beta customers into entire year, pivoting with them. And I did not scale myself to more customers because I got perfectly 5 different clients, were semi or mid-sized client, and I was fully dedicated to them, pivoting, optimizing.
So you had 5 in December of last year. So 1 year ago, you had 5 total customers at 250 a month.
Right.
Okay. So you went from 1,250 a month in MRR to 88,000 a month over the past 12 months.
Yes.
What drove most of that growth?
That comes from the traction that we built around the unique USP of the product, and also our launches on the different places. Of course, AppSumo was the biggest growth channel, but after that,
how many did you sell on AppSumo?
We sold total revenue of 650K on AppSumo, gross revenue.
And how much of that did you get to keep?
What do you mean?
AppSumo takes a cut. How much of the 650,000 do you make? Do you get to keep as a company?
Yes, right. Of course, AppSumo. So 110K is a net that came to us after all the commissions from AppSumo out
I
of
mean, yes, you basically made 100 grand. They made like $500,000 off of you. I mean, how do you feel about that?
well, very. It's not really a good feeling about it, but the amount of traction that we got, the amount of like visibility we got. Of course, it was not possible sitting inside the room and not opening our software.
So you
I have
sold 650,000 worth in dollars, but how many people purchased the AppSumo deal?
right now I have 3,500 customers who purchase AppSumo deal.
Okay, got it. And how many of them have you been able to convert to a paid monthly plan?
That percent is quite low at this moment. It's not more than 3 or 4%, to be very
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm asking is it's rare. Very rarely can you convert someone that is a discount shopper on AppSumo into someone willing to pay 250
Yeah,
bucks a month for your plan. So it can be a distraction sometimes to
I
launch an
understand.
AppSumo because then you have all these people you have to support. How do you manage that?
Yeah. It's a difficult part. Today only I put in group communication that I missed my 8-year-old boy's teacher reminder 3 times on a school last 8 months. And he was stressed out last night. He was saying, Daddy, I'm really stressed out. You have to really talk to teacher. So it was very difficult. And now
Sorry,
I
talk to
realized
who?
to my little boy who was 8-year-old, and he was really stressed out because I missed his teacher's call 3 times. So it
Oh,
was
I got it.
very difficult time last 8 months supporting all these customers. So from today I said no, I'm going to put $269 per call that you are going to book with me.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this is something I had to take this step, but it was difficult to support all the AppSumo
Well, that's
customers.
good. Yeah, good, nice move. I mean, you now have 350 that are paying. Ignore AppSumo. 88 grand a month. You're north of $1 million run rate now today. Have you done all this bootstrap or did you raise capital?
Is completely bootstrapped from my own on funding. 350K I have already put from last 2 years. I have sold my house 2 times, moved to a smaller house. So I'm fully invested. I have thick skin in this game, and it's really excitement of building something, but also fully invested myself.
You are 100% all in. Do you own 100%, Harish?
Yes, I own the 100% of the company
I
right now.
love that. Nice work. You take all the risk, you get all the reward, right?
I hope. Yes. That's not the basic idea, but I had this dream of helping and bridging this gap between sales, marketing, and product development, because I have lived with this frustration for last 20 years. Product marketing and sales work in
How do you
silos.
manage churn?
Currently, of course, you can see that 3,500 lifetime deal, they are not going to churn, right? But the customers who are coming and joining free trial, of course I need to provide them a lot of value, and the churn numbers are getting now visible, not in that in a significant way, but so far as I have
So
not
Harish, the way to measure churn is ignore free trials, ignore AppSumo. Last month in October, take your total paid customers. How many of them stopped paying or downgraded this month, November?
no, it's not a single customer.
Okay, we're 5 days in, but you get my point. So you have
Yeah.
what was your churn from September to October in terms of revenue?
uh, as I said, those who joined me paid hardly a 2 or 3 customer has dropped.
Okay, so maybe
Yes,
$1,000 of churn each month.
yes,
Got it.
you
But how
can you
much how
can
much new revenue did you add last month?
the last month on the recurring revenue, it was I have to keep all these numbers in my head, but it was almost around 2,500 was the revenue that we had.
Very
So
cool. So
10,
you add 2,500, you churn 1,000. So net, you grew 1,500 in new MRR last month.
yeah, yes.
Very cool. Nice work. Where do you plan to get new customers moving forward? What's the growth plan?
There are 3 growth tiers. One is working with the affiliate. Second one is also launching on the different channels. For example, we are going big way on the product hunt, that we wanted to get more visibility and traction from there. And the third one is we launched our own inbound and outbound marketing program. We are using our own tool to create very niche specific content dedicated to SaaS founders, agencies, and the one I talked about. the growth consultant. So they're people, business consultant basically, or growth consultant. So these
Makes
are
sense.
my three primary target audience.
And Harish, how many people are on the team today?
We are 10 people on the team.
10 people. How many engineers?
I have 8 developers and
8.
8 developers. One, of course, delegated product design for product owner who also do the agile scrum and manage my backlog. Myself, I'm also the CTO and the main person behind it. But of
So how
course,
much do you pay when you add up all the salaries except your own? How much do you pay for headcount right now each month?
headcount currently is larger, so still I'm end up like a run rate of $7,500.
So all in your monthly expenses for headcount
Myself,
are
yeah.
7,500.
Everything including my AWS or other type of infrastructure cost, GPT counting together 7,500 is the total run rate. And I almost
Sorry,
pay
Harish, that doesn't make any sense. Sorry. What do you mean total run rate?
the total amount cost of goods sold plus what I pay to the
So
developers.
you're spending your own expenses each month right now are $7,500, correct?
Yeah. So it
Okay.
is currently it's not break even. You can see it right already.
Well, I mean, if you're doing 88,000 a month in revenue and you're spending 7,500, you're making $80,000 a month in profit right now.
Uh, yes, correct. The break even is not in terms of the so you can see it's the 7,500 is total the expense, like the every month the run rate, right? And the numbers that you just mentioned is also sort of not stable because of the last few these numbers that you're getting from AppSumo. So the both may, if you add together,
Harish,
it's not like
sorry. No, I don't understand. I don't understand. You said you have 350 customers who are not from AppSumo that are paying
yes.
$250 per month.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
If I
So
take 250 a month times 350 customers, that means you're doing $88,000 a month in revenue, ignoring AppSumo. Is
right,
that
ignoring
correct?
AppSumo. Yes.
Okay. And you're telling me that your all in expenses every month, your
Yeah,
headcount, your payroll, your AWS is 7,500 per month.
that's 7,500 per month.
So why can't I take your revenue of $88,000 per month, subtract your expenses of 7,500 per month to get your profit of something around $80,000 per month?
Oh yes. That will be the true number. What I was saying, whatever I have invested, I was also trying to take away from the profit and get the break even. So what my definition of break even will be at a point where what I have invested so far and what I have earned together should make a net profit, right? So that was my calculation. So I understand your calculation now.
How are you paying 10 people and only having to spend 7,500 per month to do that?
What do you mean by that?
If your all in expenses are 7,500 per month, including paying 10 full time salaries, that means
Yes.
each person is making on average under $1,000 per month.
So some of them are really, I work with interns or junior people. My out of 8 people, my 6 people from India. So their salaries are of course lower. So I managed a completely remote team. I don't have anyone working inside this room. It's all remote team, and I always get people who are interested to learn NLP and all those things. So I have really optimized this headcount expenses. I have not put expensive marketer or anyone who is asking me $2,500 per month. I get everyone which is under $600 per month, which who are working with me. And this
Got
has
it.
to, that's how I survived. Otherwise, it's not difficult.
That
It's
makes
very,
sense.
very difficult. Yeah.
What are you doing with all the profits? Your bank account is going up by $80,000 per month every month. What are you doing with all that profit?
Well, I have to still recover a lot of debt or the house I have sold, and I have my own money. So I have to take back some of money, put back my savings because I have invested my life savings on it for last 2 years, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it back where I have taken out. I have taken all my investments, policies. The you call me, and then every investment that I have made, I've completely zeroed out on this. So I'm taking out and making sure that I break even at some point of time, where my own investment is taken out from the system.
It should be pretty quick though. If you're making $80,000 per month in profit and you've put in 350 grand of your own money, you should get all your money back out in the next 4 or 5 months, correct?
Yes, that's my target. So in the March, should all my investment should be out, and that's where I'm looking for an external funding or preparing my company for an external funding.
How much do you want to raise?
At this stage, we wanted to raise around 1.5 million to 2 million. That's what our current calculations are.
And if I write you a $2 million check today, how much equity would you give me?
That would be a very difficult question to answer. I'm looking around the 25 to 30% dilution of the capital.
Mm-hmm. So you would sell, if someone wrote you a check today, you would sell 30% for 2 million, which would effectively be a $6 million valuation.
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
That feels cheap to me. If you've gone from nothing to $88,000 a month in revenue right now, or 0 to $1 million run rate very fast, you should be valued at a minimum $10 million.
That's close the valuation I have in mind, around 10 million. That's my valuation, and the numbers, of course, is difficult to arrive at this stage, but 10 million and above is the valuation at this stage.
Got it. Very cool. Let's wrap up with the famous five. Number one, what's your favorite book?
My number one favorite book is Jim Edwards, and he's my famous copywriter. And Copywriting Secrets is the one that I recommend everyone. I have implemented everything what he has said. If you're looking for the book, I have it here.
I have it as well. And then these are also very good books for copywriting.
Yes, I have implemented both Jim Edwards and also what you showed, the words that sell, everything in crawl queue. With also
very
using.
Cool.
Have you heard about Eugene Schwartz? Is also one of my favorite books. Eugene Schwartz.
Of course, breakthrough advertising. That's like the OG. Yes. Let's move forward here. Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
CEO I'm following and studying. Wow, that's a difficult one. I'm following Steve from Apple.
Who?
The Apple CEO.
Oh, Steve Jobs. You mean Jobs, yes. Or Tim? Well, he's dead. You're talking about Tim Cook.
Yes, I follow him from his last speeches and those.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Number three.
Motivational.
Number three. What's your favorite online tool for building the business?
My online tool for building the business is you mean the marketing tool or any kind of tool?
Just a tool that you like a lot.
Active Campaign is one of the tools that I really like most.
Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
It's difficult. 5 hours of sleep I'm getting every night.
Okay, and what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I have 2 kids.
And married?
Married, yes.
And how old are you, Harish?
I'm 41.
41. Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
If I was in my 20s.
Something you wish you knew when you were 20.
When I was in 20, if I could that time, I wish that I should have left my 9-5 job. I would have been billionaire by this time now.
Guys who would have left this job faster, crawlq.ai. They help you target the right audience and then write great content automatically for that audience. They were doing $1,000 a month in revenue a year ago, now doing $88,000 per month, 350 customers paying $250 per month on average. He's done all this bootstrapped. He's put in 350 grand of his own money. He sold his house twice, but now he's profiting almost $80,000 per month to get all that debt back, and he owns 100%. We love this story. He is all in. Harish, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you. Thank you, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers. They try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.